Hello, welcome back to my corner of the internet. As you guys can see from the title, today we are doing almost a full face of drugstore products. Can't remember the last time I ever did this. Not because I am a high-end luxury makeup snob. It's more of my skin type can't handle drugstore products, at least the ones that were in the past. I know the drugstore has gotten better. So since I was gifted a few products for my birthday that are drugstore versions, I wanted to venture out. So I took the last 3 weeks or so to really go through all of the aisles of the drugstore, either at Walmart, at Target, and my CVS, because CVS has amazing coupons. So I didn't break the bank, and I want to try out some things I've never tried, some things I've played around with already, and I'll explain to you guys why it is that I choose certain things and why I don't. So if you're interested to see a full face, almost full face of drugstore products, stay tuned. So there are certain products that either have not come in the mail yet, or I have not really found one that I really like. So this is why you don't see it on here, but I still want to share with you guys the products that I do have. So that way you guys can see if it works. I'm gonna test it out for the day and let you guys know in an annotation somewhere whether this makeup lasted all day, oxidized, wore off, whatever the case may be. So that way maybe I might enjoy the drugstore a little bit more. All right, so I'm gonna go in the steps of how I actually do my makeup. So the first thing is the Milani Stay Put eyeshadow primer. You guys know that I've loved this for years. So this is my drugstore version of the MAC one. I love the MAC one. The MAC one is just a little, like a hair better for my oily eyelids. This one's a little bit creamier and has more of a color base than the one from MAC. But I will tell you guys, I've been testing this one out this summer, and it is like on par with my MAC one. I love it a lot, and I would definitely recommend this one. I've gone through at least 2 to 3 tubes already in the past. When it was the old version, now I've realized that they have a new packaging. It's been a while. It's been a while, my friend. It's been a while. Okay, so I'm going to do eyebrows. So I just ran out of my brow gel that I was working on. So this was the perfect time for me to test something else. So I've done a little bit of research. I was teeter-tottering between a few. So I ended up going with this one. This is the Maybelline Super Slick. I heard this is like legit glue. My thing is, I have very thick eyebrows. Oh, this is the first time I open it. Okay, it's clear. It looks thick. I have a problem with brow gels not holding my brows. I have basically a full brow, and I just need something that will keep my brows in place all day. I have a problem with my brows like sinking down towards within the hour or so. Like all these will just go down and it won't stay. So I've heard nothing but good things about this one. I already feel it being pretty thick on there. Like, look at that. I don't even have to fill my brows. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. I'm going to keep testing this one out because I have seen some reviews saying that this leaves a white cast, doesn't leave a white cast. I don't know. This is my first time ever playing around with this one, so we'll see. We will see. All right, so let's move on to the eyes, shall we? So I have some staples that I love from the drugstore, you guys know. One of them being this eyeshadow that I just replaced. This is the L'Oreal Color Rouge in 304 Matted Up. It is a matte crease shade. I love this one. So we're just going to go ahead and put this all over our eyes and crease. I don't know what I'm doing today as far as eye look, but we have a few things out that I'm going to enjoy. This is something that I actually took on my vacations. So it's easy, compact, and it works really nice with any look. As you guys can see, it's just a soft wash of a warm shade. It's not too orange. It's not too dark. I could put this all over the lid if I wanted to, moved on with my life, and just put a liner. So I love these. I really do love these. I also have my second favorite shade, which is called Acro Matte. This is like that burnt red. I'm like, oh, should I wear this one or should I wear what else? Because I also have this e.l.f. liquid eyeshadow. You guys know that I struggle with eyeshadow when it comes to the drugstore. I would have chosen an eyeshadow stick. You guys know I love eyeshadow sticks. The L'Oreal, the CoverGirl, the ColourPop ones are all amazing. But I wanted to veer off these shadow sticks because that's what I would go for and try to do something different. So I'm going to use this one. This is the e.l.f. Cream Shadow in Copper Pro. Oh, Copper Pop. So we're gonna put this one on the eyes just because I want to try something else. These do last on me. I shear these out and it has a really nice glisten. So I do like this one. I think I like this one more than Flirty Birdie, I think it was, that shade. But this one is stunning. So I'm kind of happy I went this way. Okay. And these do set on my eyes and I don't get any fallout with these. So I do like these e.l.f. ones. I don't know, do they still make them? Because it's been a while since I purchased them. And I haven't repurchased the Flirty Birdie after it dried out. So this is the only one that I do have. So yeah, there we go. Look how pretty. Okay. That looks really nice. I'm like tempted to grab this one and just use it as a liner. Let's see. I'm just going to grab just a little bit and put it here. I can't help myself. Oh, that looks really nice. Okay, makes it look more warm. I like that. Okay, so I ended up using 3. Typically, when it comes to the drugstore, I tend to do like 1 to 2 shadows. I don't like palettes from the drugstore, and I don't know if you consider ColourPop ones. I don't know if I have any ColourPop here today. I don't know. Let's move on. You guys, I do not have a cream bronzer from the drugstore, so I'm just going to use my Anastasia one. I did search. I have gotten some recommendations. So I do have some in my cart. I'm just waiting for a good deal because I don't like to spend full price on something that I'm not sure whether I'm going to like or not. So I'm just waiting for a deal. But for now, this is what we're working with. Like I said, almost full. Full face of drugstore. If you have any recommendations for any cream bronzers, I prefer cream bronzers over liquid ones, but I don't mind trying the liquid ones. I do have the ColourPop one that was recommended to me to try in my cart. I also have a Kiko one, which I would consider drugstore. And I think the e.l.f. ones, the e.l.f. liquid ones. Those are the 3 that I am like holding off to see if I find a deal. All right, so typically at this point I would put like a highlighter. So I have this from Hard Candy. This was their Girl Scout one. And this one is in the color coconut caramel. It smells so good. I'm going to use this just to highlight the tops of my cheekbones. I like to do this under my foundation just because I don't want to be super oily in the summer. And this smells so good. It smells like coconut, like a tropical island. It smells so good. I love this. See how it gives you a nice glow? Ooh, that's so pretty. All right, so I ended up purchasing a new foundation. Since I did not get a foundation, I have been really searching for a foundation that I would like. I was debating between this one and the L'Oreal Infallible one. But the L'Oreal Infallible, from what I hear, is very matte. And I'm not a matte, full face, like full on, full coverage matte girl. I can kind of like shear that out if I wanted to. You know, there is ways I could do it. But this one seemed to be right up my alley. It's a Lumi matte, which is not full on matte. I have tried it. Now, I will explain that the main reason why by the way, I got the color 220. The main reason why I've steered away from foundations at the drugstore is because, one, the undertones are never spot on or perfect. And then when I do find it, 90% of the foundations I've ever tried oxidize. So then by the end of the day, I look like an Oompa Loompa. It turns orange on me and it drives me up the wall. So I just quit on drugstore foundations and just went high end, and I haven't looked back. I love high end foundations because they really do last on my skin. They don't break down. And my main concern is primarily the oxidation. I just can't. Every time and then I end up spending more money on buying additional shades to try to find my right one. And then I have like 3 to 4 bottles of the same foundation that at the end of the day, I don't like it. So with that amount of money, I could have just bought one high end foundation. So that's the main reason why. Now, this one I have tried and I do like it. I am going to pay attention to the oxidation today. I have worn it, but I was so busy, I really didn't pay attention. But I love the finish. I love how it looks on my skin. It really is nice. It's not heavy. It gives me some sort of glow, but it's not oily. So I do like it. Like everyone recommending L'Oreal True Match. Oh my gosh, that's the one that drives me crazy. I never can find a color or an undertone. This one is actually pretty good. Pretty good for me right now. So I like that one a lot. So for concealer, you guys seen that I have this one. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I take out that spongy thing because I just can't do it. So what I do is just like turn it and use my fingers to get it out. Now, I have fallen in love again with certain concealers from the drugstore. I feel like they're actually pretty good because I don't like a full coverage concealer. I don't like something that's going to be too heavy under the eyes. And I don't want like my concealer to look super heavy. So I do enjoy that. So this one I do like. I do like it. I've been using it and I have really put it to the test. And it is a natural looking concealer. All concealers will crease. So that's not a problem to me, but it doesn't accentuate any kind of texture under my eyes or cause texture or wrinkles that aren't really there. So I do like this one a lot. I may end up continuing to use this Maybelline one and the other one, the Maybelline Fit Me. Both of those I really, really have been liking this summer. We'll see in the wintertime. I'm hoping that I like it as much in the wintertime, but for the summer, yes, it is a winner for me. They don't break down. All right, for under eye powder, unfortunately, I don't have anything that I like at the drugstore. I'm very picky. I can't have anything that's super gonna suck the moisture out of my under eyes. So I'm just using my MAC MSF in medium. Yes, in medium. This is what I like because this powder specifically is what I wish the drugstore had. Maybe you guys might know and might let me know. The reason why I like this one is because it has properties in here that keep your skin hydrated and it's thin. It is a thin one, so it doesn't accentuate anything. It doesn't dry out my under eyes. It makes it look natural. I just love that powder for my under eyes. So unfortunately, I don't have anything for my face with that, but I do have it for this. This was gifted to me. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I love this one. I forgot how much I loved this one. I have purchased this on my own in the past, but I obviously went to higher end powders and I'm glad I had this one back. Now this will only work for me during the dead of summer because this is shade 20 in light medium. So I will have to purchase a light version of this and I Target powder this. I don't find that a powder puff is my friend anymore. I don't like how it looks on my skin. It's just texturizing too heavy. And when I use a more precise powder brush like this, I have more of a natural look at the end of the day and I'm not over powdering my face, which I like. So I like how this looks, how it feels, and how it wears throughout the day. And obviously Maybelline. See, it feels completely set. I love it. So this is a winner for me. I'll most likely purchase a light version. Now, my only concern is this does help with my oils in the summer. So I'm curious because I have to be very mindful of the powders that I use in each season. For the wintertime, I can't use certain powders because they're way too drying and make my face just completely like all the oils get sucked out in the dead of winter. So I have to use more of a natural kind of powder like the Laura Mercier one. I can't use the Laura Mercier in the summer because it doesn't hold my oil. So I'm curious to see how this one's going to work for me in the wintertime. So I am going to purchase the light version just to see if it will work for me in the wintertime as well. So we'll see. All right, bronzer. I don't own any bronzers from the drugstore, so I ended up purchasing this one. This is the L'Oreal bronzer in the Infallible version. I got this in the shade light medium 300. Now, everyone and their mama raves about this one. So this is the reason why I bought this one. I do not own any drugstore bronzers. I don't buy bronzers. What I have is what I have, and you guys have seen me wear them year after year. So I'm going to try this for the first time, you guys. You guys seem to love it. The internet seems to love it. So we're going to test this out to see. I don't have a problem with bronzers. Like I can get drugstore bronzers. It's just more of the undertone of it. I don't like something that's gonna make me look so Oompa Loompa-ish or too dark. This one's actually really nice. Okay, I've heard nothing but great things about this one, so I'm expecting awesomeness from this. And I don't mind having this in the light medium because I can use this lightly in the wintertime. Okay, I like it. I really do. Looks really nice. Okay. And I like the fact that it's not, I can build this. See, I can build it to what I want. Like it a lot. Okay. This seems to be a winner in my book too. All right, for highlighter, it's been a while since I purchased the highlighter as well. So I'm just using what I have in here. So I'm using my Catrice one that I've had for a long time. This one is in 30 Beyond Golden Glow. So I'm trying to see if I have any other drugstore highlighters. I do have some. Oh yeah, I have my Nabla, I have my Pixie, but I'll use this one today. I just lightly brush this on my skin and then buff it out. All right. Okay, that looks nice. I will tell you that the brows are, I can tell that I'm gonna like that product because every time that I buff my skin out like that, my brows start to shift if the brow product is not good. And look at that. Dang, Alex, you don't really need to fill in your brows today. What the? Okay. All right, what's next? So we have blush. So I do have drugstore blushes that are powder, but you guys know I'm on this cream and liquid love. So we're going to use the L'Oreal one. This is the L'Oreal Lumi. This one is in the shade Dewy Rich Coral. I love these. These are amazing. Don't go straight. It's just a lot. I always put some on the back of my hand and then go in with a brush because look at that. It's a lot. So work it into your brush. I don't ever put stuff on my face like that. And then look at that. Oh my goodness. I love these. And you guys know I prefer a cream blush over liquid, but these, amazing. I'm actually wanting to get the red version, but I can't justify buying another blush. I have too many and I need to use what I have. So that one is gorgeous. Look at that. And the blendability and the longevity of these is just amazing. So I love that. I love it a lot. I love it a lot. All right, so for this is the point where I will put a setting spray. I do have a drugstore setting spray. This is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. This is what I use in the wintertime, so I can't use that right now. I don't want to be dewy. I'm already going to be naturally dewy. So just want to let you guys know I do have a drugstore version, but I am using my Urban Decay All Nighter, and I could not justify buying a setting spray at the drugstore when I have already enough. So not that the other categories I don't, but I mean, like, setting spray is not something that I need to have. So I'm just using what I know I like. I know that you guys have mentioned the Milani one, which I have tried in the past. That one I wouldn't mind repurchasing. The L'Oreal one, the new one, I just feel like that I wouldn't like because it's just too hardcore hairspray from my understanding. I don't need that. I want my skin to still look glowy with my oils. I don't want something that's going to suck it all out in the summertime. So I didn't buy one. I had to pick my battles here, guys. Had to pick my battles. So I'm okay with not having one because I already have a drugstore one. It's not like I don't. And this one I do like. I like the smell of it. And I do use this one actually. If I do my skincare, I don't sit down to do my makeup right away. I will spray this on to like kind of refresh my skin. So I do like this one. So if I were to recommend one to give you some sort of like hydration, it would be this one. All right. So here's the point where we go to the brows. Again, the brows, you can see I don't need a lot. I did look for a brow product at the drugstore from the drugstore for this video. But here's my thing. I just didn't know because I've used, this is the Anastasia one. So I'm just going to talk to you guys while I use this one. I don't need a ton of like brow stuff to fill in my brows. You guys can clearly see like I'm just trying to fill in the sparseness of the areas that I need or just to kind of define it. But I didn't want to buy an eyebrow product that one I wasn't sure about. And my issue with the drugstore brow products, sometimes the undertone is too warm and I have neutral hair. So my hairstylist says that my hair, my natural hair, isn't too warm or too cool. It's right in the middle. So I personally like to have a cooler brow than a warmer brow. And I find that to be hard to find at the drugstore. So if you guys know of a medium, or I usually use dark brown on my brows. So if there's like a dark brown brow product, pencil that doesn't lean warm or too dark, let me know and I'll try that one out. But I wasn't versed well enough in brow products to get something. See, I don't really need a lot. I don't need a lot, but let me tell you that brow product, ooh, I am loving. I can't stop talking about it. Okay, so let's finish our eyes, shall we? We're gonna go in with that L'Oreal product on the lower lash line. I did end up getting an eyeliner. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo or Tattoo Studio in, what is it called? Smooth Walnut. So these were recommended by, let me just put this on. Ooh, okay. These were recommended by Nikki LaRose. She loves these. So I said, okay, if she likes it, let me try one. This color is stunning. I love this. It's not too dark. Okay, let's see how well it lasts on my waterline, but that was like pretty good. And then for my tight line, I haven't bought a black eyeliner in years. This was gifted to me during the Christmas season. I am very picky when it comes to black eyeliners that go on my tight line, mainly because I don't want it to transfer down. And I find that the drugstore has a very difficult time doing that for me. Makeup Forever is one of my favorites. NARS, I have a lot from those brands. So this is the closest drugstore that I have. I haven't tried it, so we'll see. This is the tight line black color in the Pixie version. So I'm going to tight line with this and I'll let you know if it works or not. All right, that was really creamy and it got on there pretty black. So it's just as black as my Makeup Forever one. For the mascara, I don't buy mascaras because I have too many, one. And two, if I'm going to recommend something, I would recommend the e.l.f. lash extender. This is what I use on my lower lash line. I absolutely love it. This is what I use every single day on my lashes. My upper lashes right now I'm using high end, but that's because this was sent to me in PR. This was sent to me as a gift with purchase, so that's what I'm using. I didn't want to open up a new one because I don't need to. So I'm going to do my mascara and then come back. I forgot to mention what the two mascaras were that I was using. So this is the Too Faced Better Than, called Foreplay. This is an actual primer for your eyes or lashes, a lash primer. And you guys, why I love this so much is because it's black. It's not a white primer, it's a black one. And let me tell you, it works wonders, So I love this one. And I already have a second one of this one. And then I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize Volume Mascara. So I do like this one, but this one I notice that it gets very clumpy if I don't have something under it. So that's why I like to pair these two together. Let's move on to lips, shall we? So the best part is the two liners that I'm trying to use up are from the drugstore. This is the ColourPop BFF and the Essence 8-Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in Cinnamon Spice. Let me tell you guys, these two are amazing. So especially this one for the drugstore, that 8-hour wear thing might be true to an extent. I've been using this one all summer long as my defining liner. And every time I have gone out to eat, at the end of my meal, I'll look at my lips and this liner is still there. It's still there. I am very shocked for an Essence lip liner, how wonderfully this works. So I'm going to use these two. I just want to let you guys know. And then I'm using Maybelline Almond Hustle as my lipstick. You guys know I love Maybelline lipstick, so I have no problem with that. When it comes to lip products, I don't mind going to the drugstore. I think that they do a phenomenal job. Certain brands, I don't like the smell of the actual product, but I can live without those because the drugstore does a really good job with the lip liner, or the lip products in general. So I'm just gonna do my lips so you guys can see. All right, guys, that's the final look. Mostly drugstore, as you guys can see. There are some products that I'm still trying to jump over and try from the drugstore. I just don't want to spend my money on products that may not work for me at the end when I know I have good working products on the other end of the spectrum. So I hope you guys understand that, but I would love some recommendations. If you have any recommendations for any cream liquid bronzers, any recommendations for under eye setting powders, because that's where I am very specific, just because as I'm getting older, my needs are changing. And I've noticed that in the last year or two, my needs even change for the season. So for the dead of winter, I need certain products. And then for summer, I need other products because what was working in the winter is not holding my oils well in the summer. So I seem to be needing products for certain areas of it, and drugstore sometimes can get a little bit expensive because it just doesn't hit the mark. There isn't enough variety for me to be able to just pinpoint the one shade that will work for me. But overall, I love this look. I love this foundation. It looks flawless on me. I love it. This powder is amazing. I love this powder. Bronzer. I think everything so far that I've tried that has been the drugstore that I've shared with you guys today, I love and enjoy. I'll put annotations to let you guys know officially how it wears. Obviously, I didn't use a setting spray from the drugstore, but the majority of it was drugstore, and I really enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. And this brow, oh, dang, girl. Look at those brows. I am like, why did I wait so long? Why did I wait so long? That one's really good, you guys. And there was no chunky white. I'm going to see as I use it more if it's going to develop anything in there. Because, you know, as it dries up, we'll see how it works. All right, guys. That's all that I have. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your recommendations down in the description box. I have another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you guys again for all your likes, comments, your subscriptions, your love. I appreciate it very, very much. I hope your summer's going well. God bless. I'm out.